Dilution is a process that reduces the concentration of a solution by adding solvents. In everyday life, we usually make dilutions without precisely measuring the amount of solvent. For example, if we want to dilute this lemonade, we just add water and its concentration decreases. However, there is a formula that allows us to accurately determine the amounts required when diluting a solution. C1 times V1 equals C2 times V2. The letter C represents the concentration of the solution, which is often measured in grams per liter or in different percentages. The subscripts 1 and 2 represent the initial and final concentration of the solution respectively. Regardless of which unit of concentration is used, it's important that C1 and C2 are expressed in the same units. The letter V represents the volume of the solution, which is often measured in liters or milliliters. Just like with concentration, the subscripts 1 and 2 represent the initial and final volume of the solution respectively. Also, V1 and V2 must have the same units of volume when using the formula C1V1 equals C2V2. Let's do an example. To clean the floor, we need to prepare 10.0 liters of a cleaning solution at a concentration of 2.0 grams per liter, using a basic solution at a concentration of 100 grams per liter. What volume of the initial basic solution must be used, and how much water is required to make this dilution? First, let's identify the given values. The initial concentration of the solution, C1, is 100 grams per liter. We will dilute the solution so that its final concentration, C2, is 2.0 grams per liter. We want to fill the bucket, so the final volume of the solution, V2, is 10.0 liters. We are looking for an initial volume of solution, V1 in liters, just like V2. Given that C1 times V1 equals C2 times V2, isolate V1 and substitute the values in the formula. The initial volume of the basic solution, V1, is 0.20 liters. To find the amount of water required for this dilution, we assume that it is approximately the difference between the final volume and the initial volume of the solution, or V2 minus V1. The volume of water required for this dilution is approximately 9.8 liters. Let's recap. To prepare the final solution, 0.20 liters of the initial solution is used, and it is diluted with 9.8 liters of water. Approximately 10.0 liters of solution concentrated at 2.0 grams per liter is obtained.